Hello friends, I am Rodius, Assistant Professor in Civil Engineering Department, Sandipani, Technical Campus, Latur. Today's topic is absolute maximum bending moment anywhere in the span due to a train wheel loads crosses a simply supported beam by using ILD. Now the learning outcomes. After watching this video, a student will be able to understand the concept of Varigon's theorem, and also a student will be able to find the absolute maximum bending moment due to train wheel loads. Now take a pause and question arise in the mind, what are the different steps. So now the steps. First step is calculate the location of resultant of the forces by Varigon's theorem. Then next step is calculate the center of resultant and a nearest load. Then keep the C, that is the center of resultant and the nearest load, over the center of the beam. The next step is absolute maximum bending moments occurs under the load which is nearest the resultant. The next step is draw the ILD for the load which produces the absolute maximum bending moment. And finally, absolute maximum bending moment is equal to load into ordinate of the ILD. Now, this is a numeric to determine absolute maximum bending moment anywhere in the span due to a series of concentrated loads or train wheel loads moving on the beam. So this is a series of load, or is the train wheel loads 90 kN, 300 kN, 200 kN and 150 kN, which are spaced by 1 meter, 0.8 meter and 0.6 meters. Now this is a simply supported beam having the span 9 meter. Here we have to find out the absolute bending moment anywhere in the span due to this train wheel loads. So now the first step is the calculation of the location of resultant force. We have to first calculate the resultant of all these forces. So by applying the Varigon's theorem for non-concurrent coplanar like forces, here these all the forces are the like forces and also the coplanar. So for that we have to take a moment about the any end load, that may be 150 or maybe the 90. So here we are taking the moment about the load 150. So like this of all the forces. So x1 is the distance between this 150 kN load and the 200 kN load. Then next is the x2 is a distance between this 150 kN load and the 300 kN load. And last is the distance between x3 is the distance between the 150 kN load and the 90 kN load. So here by this Varigon's theorem, summation V into x bar is equal to here 200 into the x1, this 200 into this x1 plus 300 into x2, this is 300 into x2 plus the 90 into the x3. Here the V is the summation of all these forces, that is 150, 200, 300 and the 90. So summation is the 740 kN. So here put this 750 into this formula. So summation 750 into x bar is equal to now 200 into x1. So here x1 is the 0.6. Then plus 300 into x2. x2 is a 0.8 plus 0.6, that is the 1.4. Then plus 90 into x3. So x3 is equal to what? 0.6 plus 0.8 plus the 1, that is the 2.4. So by using this equation we got here x bar is equal to 1.02 meter and that distance is from the where, from where we have taken the moment. We have taken the moment is from the 150 kilonewton. So the distance is x bar is from the 150 kilonewton load. So in this way, this is the location of the resultant from the 150 kilonewton load, and that is the 1.02 meter. The next step, that is the location of absolute maximum bending moment. Where is the absolute maximum bending moment? Absolute maximum bending moment occurs under the load which is nearest to the resultant. So this is our resultant R that we have calculated in previous step. So the load which is nearest to the resultant. So here this 200 kilonewton load is a 0.42 meter, and this 300 kilonewton load is the 0.38 meter. So here the absolute maximum bending moment will occur under this 300 kilonewton load. So now how to keep this load over the simply supported span? So that is why first the calculate the center of resultant and the nearest load. It means we have to find out this center of this C, that is center of the this distance 0.38. So that distance is distance between this R and the C. That is the distance between this R and the C. C is the center between this resultant and the 300 kilonewton load. So that is a 0.19 meter. So here from the C, this is 0.19 and this is also the 0.19. So the step is to locate the center between this resultant and this the load. Then next step, that is keep C over the center of the beam. You have to keep this C over the center of the beam. How to put this C over the C in the next step? In this way, that we know that the location of the absolute maximum bending moment, that is keep C over the center of the beam. This C, this is a C, and this C is a center of the beam. So we have to put this C over this C. We have to put this C over this C. We know that this C is what? Is total is 9 meter. So 4.5 meter and the 4.9 meter. We have to coincide with C with this C. So we have to move this total load over the C. So in this way we are moving this load over the C. Slowly. In this way, we have coincide the center of the beam with this C. So now this is the position of the train wheel load. This is the final position. Now where is the absolute maximum bending moment? That already we have told in the last step, that is absolute maximum bending moment occur under the load 300 kilonewton. So under this load, the load which is nearest to the resultant, under which the absolute maximum bending moment is to be occur. So this is the final position of the loads. So now to find out this location of this 300 kilonewton load, that is why how much, that is 4.5 plus half, this is 0.19. So 4.5 plus the 0.19. So that is the 4.69, and this remaining is the 9 minus 4.69. Then next is draw the ILD for the section under the load 300 kilonewton. It means we have to draw the ILD for the section 4.9 from the left support. So if you want to find out the ILD, we have to apply the unit load, and resistance is the X from the left support, and find out the reactions RA and the RB as per the routine procedure. Then draw the line which is equal to the span. This is the 4.9 and remaining is the 4.31. So the ILD is like this: 4.69 into 4.31 divided by the L, total L is equal to 2.24. Or another way we can say that it is A and this is a B. So A by B, A into B divided by the L. So that is a 2.24. So this is the ILD for the section under the load 300 kilonewton load, and this is the positive. The next is to calculate the absolute maximum bend moment at the section C. That is, this is now the section C. So here what? We have to keep this here a 300 kilonewton load over this section in this way, and remaining are the fixed distance, that is the 1 meter, 0.8 meter and the 0.6 meter. Then next is the y1 is the ordinate of this ILD under the load 150. Then y2 is the ordinate of ILD under the load 200 kN, and y3 is the ILD ordinate of ILD under the load 300 kN, and last is the y4 is the ordinate of ILD under load 90 kN. The next is question arise how to calculate the absolute maximum bending moment. So here absolute maximum bending moment is equal to this 150 into y1 plus 200 into y2 plus 300 into y3 plus 90 into y4. So by using the symmetric triangle, we have to calculate the y1, y2, y3 and the y4. So absolute maximum bending moment is equal to this 150 into 1.57 is the y1 plus 200 into 1.85 is the y2 plus 300 into 2.24 is the y3, and last 90 into is 1.72 is the y4. So absolute maximum bending moment is equal to 1432.30 kilonewton meter. Thank you.